Hello, my name's Michael, and I'm going to be going over the Lab 3 for the Linux server class. I'm currently running my Linux server on Hyper-V on my Windows 2016 system. So question number 1, explain how a package manager works. So a package manager is basically a software that installs, updates, upgrades, keeps track of your installation indexes, so where your software goes out to pull softwares from the like Ubuntu servers or Debian servers. It basically manages all the installation and removal of software on your Linux system. Explain the difference between source and versus binary and provide an example. So source has more user control, software is more stable, and is optimized for the hardware. And where its downfalls are is where binary is better, is it's faster install, it's easier to use, and there's no compiling required of the source code in binary. An example of source code would be like, I think, going on to get software off GitHub, like getting GIMP or something. It's source code. It's you install it and it compiles and then you can run it. Where binary is more like something you get from the Ubuntu repository that's already set up to just download and start running off the repository. Explain what apt-get is and its options. Apt-get is just a version of a package manager. So you basically do these examples. So this first example is I'm going to run it, make sure I'm a super user. This just to make sure it's going to let me push the codes through. I should be currently installed, but this will just make sure I'm still running as a super user. Update, or sorry, I'm apt get update. So what this does is it goes out and makes sure you have the current index for the repositories that you're linked to. So we click apt-get, and it's just making sure my indexes are current. The next one I'm going to show you on the list is so just sudo install. So this is going to install a specific software. In this case, I'm just going to use SSH as the example. I already have it installed, so it shouldn't really do anything. Another option of it is a -f install. So what that does is it fixes any broken packages that you may have already downloaded, and it'll go through and fix them if you got a broken package. And so after that is once you install it, you're going to probably want to remove it at some point maybe. So apt-get remove. And no, I don't really want to remove it. The next one on the list is, to explain remove better, apt-get remove removes the software but does not remove the configuration file of something. So to remove the configuration file of something is going to be apt-get purge remove whatever the software you're removing is. So next is I'll just sudo apt. So the apt-get, we're now going to do apt-cache, which what it does is it goes out and searches for software packets that are available and ready for installation. So we're going to hit yes to this, and there's a few other options you can select, but I'm just going to run that as a basic and scroll down to where we are. So next is sudo apt-get check, which what it does is it checks for updated package lists and checks for broken dependencies. So we'll just run it. There really shouldn't be anything. And then the last one's apt-get auto remove. So what it does is it removes packages installed by other packages that are no longer needed. So say you deleted something and you don't need it anymore, but it wasn't deleted with the initial whatever, that'll get rid of those. So you run that. I don't really have anything that's not needed. So those are those examples. Then next question is explain what apt-get update does and provide examples. So what apt-get does, as I kind of explained before, is apt-get basically updates your index file. So it updates the current list of available upgrades or softwares that can be installed. Or basically it updates the pointer to those files. And so we'll just run it to show you everything's currently updated. I already ran it just a minute ago. So update, making sure we've got the current repositories. So the next question is explain what apt-get upgrade does, how it's different from update. Well, upgrade is actually installing an update for a program. It's actually installing the newer version, where update is just making sure your index has the right pointers to those newer versions. So we'll run it now. I've already run it today, so there shouldn't be anything that's upgrading. Upgrade. So yeah. Next is as a refresher, explain what shell is and use a packet manager to install the following shells. So what a shell is it's this program that takes commands like inputted from the keyboard and gives them and puts them into the operating system. So basically it's an interface into your operating system and it's the commands. And just to note, for these files, I had an issue in the last attempt of making this video. And so I'm going to point that link out here that I had to go through and add the universe repository to the list of repositories so that I could install these current ones. So how we're going to do that is we're going to go sudo apt-get install, and the first one is fish. Just gonna go through that and I'm gonna say yes, install it. So the next one was apt-get. I already did this in my last example, so it's probably still here. Zeesh. So there we go, it's already here. And the one after that was Zeesh. And there we go, it's installing. And then the last one was Rainbow. And yes, let's install it. So now part 7, run each of these shells that you've installed as proof. So you just type fish and welcome to fish, the friendly interactive shell. I think exit gets out of it. Next one is going to be with a Zeesh. Okay. Let's exit. So then the next one was Siege. So let's just exit. And then the last one was Rainbow. Did I spell it wrong? Rainbows. I think I did spell it wrong. Rainbows. I thought I just watched it install. Be a typo error. Rainbows. Okay. So now the next, with the packet manager, remove Siege and Rainbow shells and all of their configuration files. So we want to do a purge remove. So we're going to do sudo apt get, I believe, purge remove Siege. We'll look at package remove. Do you want to purge it? Yes. And then Rainbow. Yes. Not enough. Why Rainbow worked. Yeah, get rid of that one too. So and that was purge remove. So purge remove, I kind of explained earlier. It's where it removes the software and the configuration file to the software. So next we want to run and install a monitoring tool called Nmon and demonstrate its capabilities. So we're going to go sudo apt get and install Nmon. And then run it. I believe it's just Nmon. And then if so that's showing CPU. You can type in any one of those options to view what it's currently doing. Let's see. Nmon. Quit. And check out the memory. Just typing M. Check out the disk fusing needs to be long term. Excuse me. Memory usage. Disk. Have to keep scrolling up and down. Let's look at networking. Just shows all the networking ports, so it looks like. Q. Okay. So that's how you can monitor your resources. Let's check out what your CPU is doing when it's running cycles and everything. So now we want to go through install Nmap and explain what Nmap is and provide a demo. So let's go through and go sudo apt get Nmap. Install Nmap. Yes, I want to install it. So let's run it. Nmap. What Nmap is, it's a network monitor, network scanning tool. So just this looks like the man page to it. So next I will install wget. So sudo apt get install wget. Tab. But just to explain what wget is, it's used for retrieving files using like HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, and FTPS. So it's like a data transfer tool. This is the man page for it. Now let's install. It's curl. So that looks like it's already here. Curl. Do curl help. But just to explain what curl is, it's like an internet transfer tool and transfer data tool securely. So just to explain these last two real quick, I'm going to make a separate video attached to go through a more specific demo of these tools after I read the man pages, and I will upload those and attach a link with this as well. But the difference between DPKG and apt-get: DPKG is a packet manager for Debian-based systems, and it can install, remove, and build packages. However, it does not do the following, where apt-get can. apt-get also automatically downloads and installs packages and their dependents, and explain what Ubuntu's repository are. Ubuntu's repository are like the repositories specifically managed by Ubuntu for their softwares and updates, upgrades, and any software that you want to install that's already preset for Ubuntu systems. Basically, in a short rundown explanation of that is what it is. Thank you for watching this video, and like I said, I will have a part 2 to this to do a more thorough demo of Nmap, wget, and curl.